Can I start? uh, yeah, I was really happy to see us show win a kind of like a toughness game. I think we've lost we've lost these types of ugly kind of mud fight type of games. Physical, choppy types of games, and we had a team coming in here that was kind of in that bubble range, and we knew we'd get a great effort from them. So thrilled to win. Wish the last 4 minutes could have been a little cleaner, but obviously loved. For me, the stories in the game were obviously Andre was tremendous, and Hassan Diarra. Hassan Diarra was just so invaluable, only taking 3 shots. And then Donovan, I thought you saw, that version of Donovan that we've been, looking for, and I think you could see maybe a surge coming from him to end the season.
And is that the way that Andre needs to get his points? Because he's obviously capable of scoring.
Yeah, I mean, he just was able to kind of get to those spots on the court that you need to get to when your guy's playing you like that. He also took advantage of open court opportunities, where he could get to top speed and attack the rim. He did the things as a screener that you need to do when you guys, playing you soft. But, he just got to all the right spots. And if they're going to play him like that, he's going to be able to score, double-figure points, because there are opportunities. And he's just maybe put it all together today.
Does Hassan seem to have a knack to kind of come up with a couple of key plays every game, whether it's a steal, nice assist, things like that? He doesn't fill the box score, obviously, but...
Yeah. I mean, listen, his adjustment this year has been, not as quick as he's wanted, and just feel like he's a perfect type of guard for this league. Toughness-wise, competitive spirit, just in the fight, and he's just, he just was very disruptive. He was very disruptive with Nembhard at Creighton. I thought he really bothered him, and then he just really, really bothered their guards. He's a disruptor, and and he was. I thought, he didn't hurt us offensively.
Coach, what did you like about Jordan's game, the way he adjusted, 3 for 11 from 3, but he was a lot more aggressive towards the basket?
I like what he did at the rim. Obviously, it wasn't the type of shooting game that he's accustomed to. I like the fact that, against a team that was, he had the one late shot clock, whatever happened there where, he was really 7 for 16 and 3 for 10. They threw him the ball at like 2 on the clock, and he had to take a brutal shot. But I just like the fact that he got 16 shots up versus a defense that was very physical with him, mauling him off the ball, and was able to make the adjustment, get downhill a little bit. And obviously he hit that 3 to put it to 15, 16, whatever. That was an early kill shot.
Dan, we're getting into late February now. What are the most important things you really need to see from your team coming down the stretch here?
Yeah, obviously Adama wasn't himself today. He missed 2 of the, he missed 2 of the last 3 days of practice, and then he had a half of practice yesterday, so you could see that he obviously wasn't at his best today. Just I think the rebounding today, plus 14 versus a very tough team. Obviously, the defense keeping them under 40, taking away the three-point line from their three-point shooters. We just, we looked like a pretty good, we looked like a top rebounding team. We looked like a really good defensive team. Just getting Andre in those places where when people play him the way they're playing him, we have answers. I think we're in a good spot right now to create the momentum in the last 4. Yo, Tom.
Andre handled what he's had to handle this year. There's always been so much talk about the things he could do, and more recently there's been more emphasis on what he doesn't do well. So how has he handled that?
I mean, he's shown incredible courage and incredible, strength to still, just come in and be the most competitive guy, the best leader, the best communicator. It's bothered him. I mean, you won't find many more people you'll come across in life that have more of a competitive spirit, that care more about the team, that have pride in their performance. And, but I think that that's all over now. I think he pulled. Listen, he shot 4. I thought of the 4 threes, he should have definitely shot 3 of them. The spots on the court that when Andre shoots threes from, he makes a very, very, very good percentage. And I think he found something today in terms of, where he needs to operate. When people are playing him a little bit soft, and as he continues to excel and build on what he did today, they're going to have to get closer to him. And then that's going to open up him back in the ball screen game where he's a very dynamic player.
Dan, when you mention right here, you've talked about identity pretty much from the start of the season. It's pretty always much been around the paint on both ends of the floor.
Yeah.
So how encouraging today was it to see that, despite the fact that the shooting wasn't where you wanted it?
Yeah, I mean we were 4 for 22 from 3, and I thought we had some really good ones, minus the ones late when we were. When we just did a bad job with execution, and then credit them, they're a top 12 defensive team or something coming into the game. But we were 4 for 22 from 3, and Adama was a shell of himself due to being sick, and we were up 16 with 6 to go, and probably should have won by 15. So, with all those things factored in, I feel pretty good about getting a win today. And having to do it in a tough way by dominating the backboard against a team that's hard to dominate on the backboard. We held them to 7 offensive rebounds, and they really go and get it.
Dan, you talked yesterday about, being concerned about the toughness of the team at the beginning of the season. Is it closer to where you would like it to be at this point?
Not after one game. They got to do it 2 more, maybe 2 in a row, 3 in a row. Listen, Wednesday night, Providence. Providence is one of the most physical teams in the country. They put enormous pressure on you, with their, with Hopkins and, and their centers. Carter. These guys, they take it to you. So we have another a tough man competition coming up on Wednesday, and obviously we get a chance to play it in this building. But we got to prove ourselves more there. Yeah.
Just when was the decision made that Adama was good to go? Was that like a game time type of thing? Or?
Well, he was like he was kind of, he was a little bit brutal yesterday, in terms of just missing the 2 days, and then he was able to get some partial work in. I texted him, called him last night, and, how do you feel? And, he's a man of very few words. I'm good, coach. So, last night. Yes, we good? Thank you.